This is going to be a good ambient
How old
sound.
are you?
16.
Putin is very young for
You
this.
know. No wonder why he hates the world. He's a teenager. They fucking hate everything.
Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. Oh, copyright strike.
You can't actually,
We haven't gotten shit yet. We're fine.
not a strike. I've had videos that have been copyright claims on them, but no strikes. What's that?
Yeah, and then they take videos down because we're misinformation or spreading disinformation.
They put that back up.
They did?
Yeah.
Aww.
But they didn't even tell me. I went on there. I don't even remember why I was going through. I was just scrolling down the videos. And what's up, everybody? And I was scrolling the videos.
What up, my Nigerian friends?
You said it in your head.
Exactly.
Not us.
Do I have to blank some more messages? I showed that bit to my friend.
Did you?
He's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? I'm like, Vince McMahon. He goes, oh, God, like, there's so many things I can replace. Except for the one. I go, which one's that? He goes, the big black blanks. Blanking all over her blank. I'm pretty sure it was blanks.
There were no blanks there. There were no blanks in those blanks.
Oh,
I'm sure there was plenty of troops.
I'm sure the troops were marching one by one. Hurrah, hurrah.
Marching.
2 by 2.
Marching or just trickling or what have you. Anyway.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm going to have to subscribe and actually watch some of these. I'm like, you'll get a good laugh out of them.
Yeah.
I go, don't watch it for any information. Seriously.
No.
Do not try to watch it to learn anything.
If you are watching us, I will say this. It's probably, at the very least, you're getting as much legit information from us as you are. No, you probably still get more legit information from us than MSNBC or CNN.
I just farted out of my mouth, apparently.
Here's some interesting info. MSNBC's average viewer age. You want to take a guess? See if I can get these straight. I got MSNBC, CNN, and Fox's average viewer age.
MSNBC, I'm going to say.
See if I can remember without looking it up.
18 to 27.
All right, MSNBC. Okay, so CNN, what do you think their average viewer age is?
20 to 35.
All right. And Fox News.
I want to say, like, I feel like I'm trending here. 25 to 40.
Okay.
Like slightly increasing.
The average viewer age for MSNBC, I remember Fox's, but I have a feeling I'm going to screw with the other two.
Oh, you're going to screw both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to screw the pooch.
The pooch?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not the ones from Nigeria, but MSNBC's average viewer age is 67. Fox's average viewer age is 68. And CNN's average viewer age
69.
71. Now you want to take a gander at what our average viewer age is?
13.
Oh, all right, I did. I mixed up CNN. So CNN's a 67.
Okay.
Fox is a 68, and MSNBC is 71.
All right.
You know what our average viewer age is?
What's our average viewer age?
Specific age
32.
I don't know, but I know the demographic. The biggest demographic we have.
Like our show?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
35 to 45. So we pull in a much younger audience than mainstream fucking news. Our second biggest demographic is 18 to 25.
It's got to be our sex appeal.
Clearly.
Wow, why did I even insult myself with that one? You guys didn't see it.
He rolled his own eyes.
Fuck. I hate this game.
I'm good at this. Oh, I don't want to be good at this. Yeah. What the hell were we talking about before we got into
35
any of this?
That's awesome.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, the fucking episode 42, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, with the blankety blank, 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 blank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I
With
showed it to a
messengers.
buddy. Yeah. I showed it to a buddy, and he's like, like I was saying, he's like, oh, I'll have to watch that. I'll subscribe, watch that. I'm like, yeah, don't expect to learn anything.
You might. That's what we were talking about. That's what I was talking about. You might learn something. Because we probably have more information than some of those other fucking mainstream media.
Yeah.
And like I said last week, we were talking about news and everything. Mainstream news is dying. Like, everything that's out there that's succeeding right now is bullshit like we're doing, and independent journalists that have their own. Tim Pool and SCNR News and all that.
Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. And then you just have people that just read news who are basically just acting as a mouthpiece, like
Yeah, but then
Russell Brand and all
yeah,
that. So
I don't think he really just reads it as a mouthpiece. I think he.
well, I mean, he's
he
like a
reads
megaphone, basically.
He reads it and then kind of. I guess he challenges your way to. He challenges you to try to see it, because that's why I like Russell Brand a lot. The way he describes it, it's like there are times where I'm like, that can't be right. This guy's got to be wrong. I dive in like, okay, the guy was right.
No, he's pretty thorough.
He challenges me to actually look at the whole story and try to see it from both sides. That's what I like about Russell Brand.
He's pretty thorough. It's not even a side thing.
His accent's hot.
He's like,
It's not gay.
what? His accent isn't?
No.
Or you?
Me.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah. Fuck you. I'm all about the faces tonight. It's been a rough week, buddy.
Oh.
There's a lot of faces coming.
Yeah.
There's a lot coming on faces too.
Okay. we're not even on track, and we're off track.
Hell yeah. What are you talking about? That's how we do this. That's how we run this train. We're off the trail. We're off the rails, Charlie. I fucking know. Crash into the next subject. All right, got it.
We just have regular wheels on our train. So we just go wherever. It's actually a few years ago.
Hit the rail.
There's a few years ago I saw it was the perfect analogy for living life. I was driving to work down the thruway, and I saw two things. It was like, wow, both of those are perfect analogies. One, there was a trolley train driving down the opposite side with regular wheels. A trolley. I was like, let that be a lesson. It was like, you don't have to stay on whatever tracks you were designed to be on. You can do your own thing. And then shortly thereafter,
And now we have gender dysphoria. Thanks fucking God. Thanks for that.
thanks,
Way to go.
trolley. Mr. Rogers. Trolley, you fucked this up. The other one was a tow truck being towed by a tow truck. Like, even those who have to help everybody need help every now and again. Sometimes the throughway can teach you things.
I saw a good one.
Yeah.
This is a damn good analogy for life. Therapy cost session, $500 an hour. Tattoo, $500 an hour, except way cooler.
That's true.
I don't want to show my tattoos. I got a lot of them.
Do you have a lot of therapy sessions?
Yeah.
Every tattoo I have was a therapy session. It's like, fuck, man.
No, 90% of my tattoos have stories.
How many stories do you share with the person that's giving you the tattoo? Or is it one of those weird things where nobody says anything for the 3 hours you're sitting in the chair?
With the one girl tattoo artist I had, her girlfriend was the piercer.
Mm.
And they worked in the same shop. So for the 4 hours, my ribs tilted. Oh, God, just thinking about that.
What the fuck?
That gives you, like, the kidney stone, PTSD. Every time I talk about my rib tattoos, PTSD.
Which is worse?
It hurt. The kidney stone's worse.
Okay.
I'll take a fucking back rib tattoo all day, every day. I'm not going for the kidney stone again. You can't make me.
If someone pulled out your rectum and tattooed that,
I'll do it.
that's impressive.
Before a kidney stone, I'll prolapse my own rectum for them. Just push it back in with a broomstick when you're done. Spray some sanitizer on the broomstick, please. No, I sat there because the girl came in, and the girl that was doing my tattoo, fucking great. I go, what's going on? As she hits me with the needle, I'm like, she goes, no. She's got, I just saw who I just saw who her nipple appointment was. I'm like, what? Trying to fight the pain. She goes, yeah. She's like, yep.
It's in me.
She's scheduled to do a couple of nipple piercings right now. I just saw the girl that she's doing them for. I'm like, okay. She goes, she's fucking hot.
It's not me.
I go, so how often does that happen? She goes, well, as long as she doesn't sleep with them, not very often at all. Well, why do you think my shop's losing money? She gives them free piercings. I go,
there's no such
now
thing
I'm
as
curious.
Free piercings. Everything has
At this
price.
point, the hydro kicks in, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now I'm curious. She goes, you won't get a free piercing. She doesn't go like that. I'm like, so her and I sat there and talked for another 2 hours about how her
You're trying to dick her the price.
about how her girlfriend does piercings, half of them for free, because she bangs the freaking client. It's a girl thing, I guess.
They all do that.
Apparently, the old saying's true. When one girl's trying to kiss another girl, but so-and-so, I'm straight. So is spaghetti until it's wet.
I can't even.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Hey, we're not even on air. Turn us on air.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Welcome to the show, folks.
Welcome back, everybody.
Now that we're just getting here.
It was a long intro.
Very long.
It was whatever it was. So.
Oh, I made a truck joke today.
You made a what?
A trucker joke today.
Oh.
I got asked.
Did that come out in a big blue? Okay, it did come out in a big
I got asked. Shut up, Boone. You don't speak English.
I mean,
I got asked today if I wanted to drive an International or a Peterbilt. I'm like, much like my sexual orientation, I prefer the Peters. My dispatcher, Polly, she's like 55. Sounds like the secretary from Monsters, Inc. Wazowski, you forgot your paperwork again. Sweetheart of a lady. Love her.
What secretary would you rather have? That one or the one from... Oh, no. Was she a social worker or a caseworker in Beetlejuice?
I'd rather the Beetlejuice lady. She was cool.
Not their specific case. I mean, the secretary that worked there.
Which one?
Is this what happens when we die? No, that's what happened when they die. This is what happened when you die.
The old lady.
This is what happened. No, the younger one. That's what happened when they die.
The receptionist.
Yeah, and it's like I don't remember what she was. That's before I had my little accident.
Yeah, that's right. She No, I thought you meant their caseworker, the old lady.
Yeah, she was cool.
Oh, she was awesome. But my dispatcher, she looks at me, she goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Charlie?" I'm like, "What? I don't want to get an International. I don't want a Freightliner. I want a fucking Peterbilt."
Look what happens in international water. Rape and pillage and rape.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. I just do drugs.
Oh. You're on the other end. Or rather, someone's on the other end of you. After what you're doing.
Nah, there's too many. There's not enough room with all the balloons up there.
I had to switch my hat quick before the show. I was it's completely off topic, but I was sitting through. How I clip the show and put them on TikTok. Well, I put one up, and I was putting them up, and I'm sitting here, and I put like a couple up today. And
I saw you. I saw that post.
And I'm looking at them, and I look down, and I'm like, I'm wearing the exact same fucking clothes I was last Friday. It's like,
You never change. In fact, this has been one long episode. We haven't been here
7 fucking days.
Nope. We never left. This is the same episode from the same night.
So I was like, well, I gotta. My hat. So I switched hats quick. So there we go. Now there's a break And you can see it like section by section in the show.
I
think
wear the same.
Yeah, you wear the same. Yeah. You wear the same clothes for the last fucking 2 months.
No, I changed my clothes. This is just my like fall kind of button-up thing.
Fall. It's almost spring, buddy.
Whatever. Fall weather though.
He's going on this 3rd season. Never mind weeks or months.
Excuse me.
So, going all the way back to the beginning, the actual beginning of the show.
Make room for Fanny.
Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
So last week,
Oh.
we were talking about the wave of just bullshit that was coming into our feeds and everything.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
then we enlisted, or at least I enlisted
We did. No,
officially
I
on
did.
the show, and then you went home and enlisted shortly thereafter. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to think about it. I'm like, no, I did that night. I started playing it the next day.
Shortly thereafter, yeah. So, first impressions. Go ahead.
Awesome.
And that's it. Good night, everybody.
No, dude. Honestly,
We gotta go save the universe.
yeah. Duty calls. No.
What?
Shut up. Loading.
For real.
Dude, right out the gate, I was like, this has got a nice... Like, I was trying to get my buddy Thumper. He doesn't like third-person shooters. So we won't be able to get him, unfortunately.
You can,
When you aim down the scope, that's it.
but you can set it so every time you pick every weapon up, or majority of weapons, it automatically goes to ADS.
Yeah, but he doesn't like the whole concept of the whole run, move around. It's first person or nothing when it comes to shooting games.
I wonder how many, not that the fucking game needs any more people. It would be great because they love to see it succeed, but I wonder how many more people would join just for that reason.
Oh, a lot
if they
more.
added something and be like, all right, we can make a third and first person.
Oh, much better.
Like,
Yeah.
I prefer third person shooters. Ever since Warhawk, I'm like, this is way fucking better.
I like both. But, oopsies. I like both, but that's because we came up from Resident Evil to...
Doom.
No, Doom.
GoldenEye.
We came from... Yeah, I was going to go back to that one. We came up with Resident Evil, which was third person.
That was like tank controls, third person.
But
Weird.
third person.
Yeah.
We also had Doom, which was first person. Duke Nukem. You said one more, but I can't.
Quake. GoldenEye.
Yeah. GoldenEye, that's right. Turok. We had a lot of FPSs, but we also, when the graphics started really kicking and the next gen systems were coming out, boom, we got third person.
They weren't great in the early days, though.
What, third person or
yeah,
first person?
third person.
Yeah, no, hell no.
No, they were really clunky, and I remember like controlling them just felt like the camera was like almost stuck to the feet. Like you know when you're playing a video game like in third person, you feel like the camera is stuck to like the core of your. At least this is just my description.
Yeah.
Like the core of your character's body. So where his body's going, you're going too.
Yeah.
Like in the early days, it just felt like the camera was very floaty. Like it felt like it was focusing on different parts of the body it shouldn't be focusing on. So it was just the animation was clunky and it was really fucking weird. I wasn't a Tomb Raider,
but it was third person.
Yeah, but yeah. So
and you could zoom in on our boobs, as pointy as they were.
Those fucking funnels on her chest.
Madonna.
Yeah. So that's your.
Dude, honestly, first impression: good graphics, good controls, good mechanics. The community is pretty cool. So far, the only thing I can bitch about, I don't even want to bitch about it. If you put a gun to my head and said, give me one complaint, it's the
I got a few, but
it's the matchmaking, like jumping into a mission.
Yeah, they close out a lot of them. Like you'll go in, like you're talking about, like quick.
Even like let's say you pick a section. You scroll over like there's 104, 104, 204.
Yeah, and it'll say like not available or something.
You join the 204 because obviously that means there's two spots. Loading, unable to join player. It's like,
yeah.
What the hell?
It does that a lot more than it should. Which I don't know if maybe that's a delay.
It could be a private setting, but still,
who knows?
That'd be my only complaint.
That for sure. I think, like when I text you, I think it was the next day or something. I said, yeah, it's whatever my analysis was, and I said just minor things, a solid like 7.5 or something out of 10. It was really quality of life things that could improve on, like nothing huge. I think the game crashed on me. I was actually able to sit, like this week is fucking busy as shit, but I was actually able to sit down last night and play a few matches in a row, and the game crashed on me once, but it wasn't just me, because it crashed on someone else too, because all of a sudden they got booted, server issue, and I'm like, well, they disappeared, I'll go over and pick up their stuff, unless they just had bugged shit. Like, because as soon as I went and picked it up, all of a sudden I got booted. Like, what the fuck? So I had to fucking go back in and start, which sucked because we were all cruising right along and doing really well. I'm like, man, well, there goes that. Aside from that, the game-wise, I don't have many complaints. Community-wise, there's a few in there. From the majority of the community, I would say a good 95% of the community is fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a few bad apples.
Oh, I've run into a couple.
Well, yeah. There's one that was floating all around, that Gates the Demon. Yeah. Which is all over, which I kind of feel bad for that kid, because he got team killed. All right, so the whole video went viral of like him team killing, and then all of a sudden everyone was like, "Oh, you got to get this guy. He's not for democracy." Like everyone falls into this whole story thing for the video game way hard. I'm like, all right, guys, let's.
It's a video game.
They fucking doxed him. Like that's illegal. Like, okay, you want to like talk about the guys like, oh, Gates the Demon, he's a bad apple, blah, 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 whatever. But when you start fucking threatening and doxing all this shit, that's a problem.
Explain to the folks at home what doxing is.
Doxing is when you give someone's personal information out, like their name, their address, family members, shit like that. Fucking illegal. Yeah.
I was going to say just straight up exploiting who they really are.
Yeah.
But
you can't do that.
His description much better.
So that's what they're doing to this poor kid. A streamer either found out like who he was, found him, whatever, or knew him, whatever it was, ended up interviewing him. Turns out it was just some guy doing exactly what we do, fucking around with his friends. And somehow the video it was probably someone that they didn't normally play with, saw what he was doing and went, oh he's fucking turning against, being a troll, and just fucking put that video out, and then it ended up going viral. So he's just victim of circumstance. So let that be a lesson to everyone out there who plays video games like us, and just every now and again and be like, all right, shoot my foot, like the other fucking time.
Oh fuck, whatever.
He goes, okay, so apparently there's a side story here. There's a trophy you get for healing your
stimming your partner.
I was gonna say stimulate, but that's fucking whatever. So so you get a trophy for healing your partner with stims. Well, he's like, all right, let me
healing things to your partner.
Therapeutic.
There's really no way you can say that without me trying to spin it.
You stimulate your partner, okay? Whatever.
Thank you very much.
I'll just put it out there. You do
last time you put it out there, I had to stimulate it again.
Do it as you please. This episode's really fucking. So he's like, all right, let me shoot you in the foot, and then I'll stimulate you. I'm like, okay, buddy, go ahead and stimulate me after you shoot my foot. So he does that. Whatever. I do. So he's like, all right, now do me. do me. So I have an automatic. I was using the Uzi, whatever the hell it is. So I
submachine gun.
So I shoot his foot. Well, like 3 or 4 shots come out. It hits his foot, and he goes to drop. Well, as he drops, his big fucking head in the game.
Yeah.
Falls right in the path of my bullets. Like, I don't know why you do that, but he did. I ended up killing him. So if you
do twice.
If you
it wasn't even one time.
So if you do shit like that, just know that there might be other people watching you.
Yeah.
And they'll make you go viral, and then fucking 4 million players or whatever the hell it is on the game will hate you. So I feel bad for the kid.
I do too. I'll give you that. Especially like you said, if it was taken out of context and it was a victim of circumstance, then that I feel bad. I do. I genuinely feel bad for the dude.
Yeah. I'm like, it was like, wow, he can't even fuck around with his friends, but
yeah.
So there's that.
That's all it takes. It's one snowflake.
Yeah, sure does.
No room for snowflakes in the fucking Helldivers world.
Well, there's a couple worlds that are cold, like Hoth. They're there. I've seen
BBY.
a lot of. So if you want to be a snowflake, there's a couple places for you too. Safe spaces.
Battle before BBY.
What? BAY. That would have been BAY Hoth. Battle after Yaman.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. BAY. Okay. I wasn't sure. For some reason, just my brain. I wasn't sure if it was BBY or BAY.
So there's that. There's also, which for a game that's getting as big as it is, this is expected. There's a growing, I say growing because it's still a small community. There's a growing group of gatekeepers in the community that are purposely kicking players who aren't using meta loadout, even though it's a PvE game, but meta loadout.
Meta loadout, what do you mean?
Yeah, like the best armors, the best gun, to do the best work at the highest ranks, to do whatever. It's like, oh, you're coming in and you're doing, you're only a level, like, what are we, like 13 or fucking some shit?
Yeah.
So you're only a level whatever. So you get out. Like, they're doing shit like that. Like, mind you, the game is what? Not even a fucking month old.
Yeah, you gotta cut your teeth somewhere. You gotta put in the grind time.
That, and plus the fact, like, fucking work together.
Yeah, dude.
But there are people doing that and kicking them out. Like, all right, so there's gatekeepers already in this. But again, that's kind of expected. And there was some streamers and whatnot on YouTube and stuff putting polls out. Like, would you kick people like low ranks? Like, you got a group of 2 or 3 other people that are, say, ranked 25, 30, whatever, and then suddenly like a 3 comes in.
Bring them in. Screw it.
96% say keep them.
Yeah.
96% is not too fucking bad.
No.
But that's what I mean. A majority of the community is like, whatever.
Because here's the thing. In these fuckers, and that's what pisses me off. Okay, so this is going to really drop. This is really going to open some fucking
Legs.
Some
Cheeks.
Probably some ridicule. Some degrading.
Cheeks.
World of Warcraft and Diablo 2.
I wasn't a community of either of them, but
I was.
You said that like defeated. Wow,
I put so much.
You all heard that.
I put so much time into Diablo 2. I loved that game. It was just iconic. Everything about it was great.
Right.
I came in legit bottom of the barrel.
But I mean, we all do.
Got into one world. Learning how to play the game. Dude, hey, yo, you want to chat? Got a mic. This is when mics were just getting popular. They were still being wonky. They were still wonky, but they were just starting to work. I'm like, yeah, got it. Hooked up. It's like...
It's like some of the old mics that were like the long, thin plastic, like stick.
Yeah.
With a little fucking Q-tip looking thing, the plastic base. Like,
yeah. Like dead ass. And it was literally like, he's like, yo, did you just start playing? I'm like, no, I dabbled with World of Warcraft, dabbled with Diablo.
Mostly, I mostly played Solitaire on Windows 95.
Love that game.
Back in the day.
But, he goes, oh, so you're not really, you haven't really dove into this? Like, you haven't, I'm like, no.
Right.
But I'd like to. I love the way this game feels. I'm not finding any good weapons.
Charlie's at night rubbing it on his face.
And the guy goes, yo, I got you. So you want to bump up levels real quick? I'm like, well, I would, but I'd also like to do the story. He goes, that's all I needed to hear. Let's run your story. Dude, I kid you not. I played every weekend, probably for 6 months straight, just farming, doing stories, farming. This guy, every time, he's like, yo, I did this mission. I got this piece of armor. You jam with me tonight for an hour? I'll give it to you at the end of the sesh. Cool, not a problem. Like, this guy legit walked me to the point where I was able to just walk through Diablo 2. Like, it was nothing.
Little does he know, it was actually like a 45-year-old man that was trying to solicit him.
Maybe.
Do you want some candy?
Do you want some special magical armor?
I have magic armor.
But
you want my magic pants?
At the end of it, when he's like, all right, man, yo, it's been real, it's been fun, but I'm going to jump off this game for a while. I'm going to get to this.
I'm on neighborhood watchdog now. I got to...
He goes, just pay it forward. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, this is when I learned about pay it forward. Right. He goes, you stumble upon some dude who's just coming in and people are like running him over. Hook the guy up. Give him some free gear. Help him run some missions. Get some levels. I'm like, not a problem.
That's a cool pay it forward like journey. I learned in a McDonald's parking lot. I don't know what I'm talking.
There was definitely some buns getting hamburgled.
Pay it forward, you bitch.
Can I still get a Happy Meal? There's your Happy Meal.
Walk through the line.
Spits in your mouth. There's your Happy Meal.
Yeah, but
slut.
Going all the way back. Yeah, I mean, we all start somewhere. Warhawk, I borrowed it from you, and I was like, I don't know shit about
I don't even remember how I got the game.
I don't know. But you're like, oh, yeah, I got Warhawk. You try that? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just got fucking... That was probably the most disgustingly, like, invested I had in a game.
I can neither confirm nor deny that this dude was willing to suck some dick for that game.
Willing? I was the dick for that game.
Oh, I'll toss my own salad.
Yeah. But, I mean, I started, like, literally, I'd go into maps and watch everything basically happen and be like, what can I do? And I just started... My first tactic I would use is set mine traps for capture the flag.
Yep.
And then one day I had the balls to get in a fucking jet. I'm like,
Warhawk. No, those were called Warhawks.
Yeah.
That's where the name came from. It was a good game, though.
And
Jake. My buddy Jake from Walmart. He loaned it to me. He's like, I'm getting Shriner's copy.
Right.
He doesn't like the game at all. So why don't you take this game, check it out. Maybe we could jam online. Mm-hmm. I got it, played it, loved the shit out of it. I forgot what game popped, and I took a break from it, and that's when I offered it to you.
He's got the PS3, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I offered it to you. Like, here, check this game out. It's pretty cool. If you like it, get a copy. We could play. And that was it. He was in the air. I was on the feet.
My God. I was in the third fucking ranked clan in the world.
Yep. What were you, like 8,000 hours into that game?
No, not that much.
5?
600.
No, you had... 600,000?
No, not 600,000. I was there for fucking 88 years.
Hold on.
No, I literally only had like 600 and some thousand. Yeah, 600,000. Fuck. 600 some hours in the game.
I'm pretty sure you were over 1,000.
Maybe I was. I don't know. But are you going to check PlayStation?
How many... Hold on. Years is 600,000
hours?
Hours.
Probably like 35 years. No, a little more.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's 6 million.
Oh, yeah.
600,000 hours equates to 68.493 calendar years.
All right, so I'm still going. 600,000. Nah, but
I wonder, actually, hold on. Now that you mention it, because I still do have you. PlayStation app.
Will it show it?
Yeah.
It might.
It will. Friends. Don't got many.
I have it too, and I have me on there. I'm friends with me.
There it is. JQ for you, the original private.
Brawlhalla, I think, might be the most.
Try again. What? Okay, maybe if I check trophies.
1,936 fucking hours. How many hours do you have in Helldivers 2?
Not enough.
I have 26.
I could tell you in a minute.
So the last 7 days, I played 1 and $2. Fucking stupid.
Nah, it doesn't say.
I didn't think so, because I don't know if PS3...
But you have 76% of the trophies, and I only had 35. And neither of us got a platinum. But you know what trophy
No,
we did
because
get?
you know...
Do you know what trophy?
What boggles, or not boggles my mind, but what kind of aggravates me with Warhawk is there was a lot of people... The way you got like ranked up there was just strictly points. Like not performance or anything. It was
19
just
hours.
Points.
I have 19 hours in Helldivers 2. That's it.
And Warhawk, you ranked up by strict points. It wasn't like skill cap or skill base or anything like that. It was just points. And the game had been out for a couple of years, or at least a year and a half before I got it. So when the game first came out, they were very, very liberal with their points. So there was people with a couple million points, like at the top of the list, generals. And then they severely nerfed the amount of points you would get per map or per match. And then I got into it. So me catching up with like the generals and getting like a top rank player just really wasn't in the cards unless all the top players stopped playing and then I just played double time for a year. It just wasn't going to happen. Because there was so many times I would face generals and would just mop the floor with them. But because, like I said, their ranking system wasn't based on skill. It was just based on points. That was really my only gripe with that. But anyway, going all the way back, what was my other complaint? Oh, that's it too. So, you know, like Helldivers, they put out a an update, like day-to-day update on the Battlefront and what's going on,
yes,
and everything. So, and I think I've sent them to you before. Like specifically, they'll have, all right, these are our objectives. Like, as the entire gaming community, this is the objective. What do you got for me?
Oh, sorry. Just trying to learn something. Mandarin.
The Mandarin? The game is like, these are our objectives. Like, this planet has to be liberated. This one has to be liberated. And there's something that the gaming community does a lot. And maybe this is just because being in the fire, like being a firefighter and understanding the way this system works, you have objectives, you have orders, you do them.
Yeah.
And then you progress like how our army operates and how far we go and what our success rate is. There are a lot of freelancers in the game. So like right now it's what, not Veta or whatever the hell the planet is that we were on, or that I was on yesterday on the Terminid side. Mm. It was like
Erida or something like that. Prime.
It starts with a V, but no, that was the one up top that we were at. Oh, yeah. But like the one that the actual objective is, that's, I can't remember the name of it, but it might be in here, maybe not. I don't know. No, I don't have it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So the objective is whatever they put it out to be. The whole bunch of people, there's a bunch of the people that are constantly at whatever creek that planet is. Everyone's like, oh, we got to go there. This is Vietnam. But that's not the objective. And it's far beyond like what anyone we're actually supposed to do. The way you progress in the game is to do what the objective is. And everyone's like, oh, when you drop in a map, get the objectives done. But on a grand scale, they're like, this is the objective. No one does it. I'm like, well, fucking no wonder why we're not like advancing here, because no one's doing what they're supposed to do. But again, that's just line officer and like, you know, chain of command. So I get that. That doesn't happen. Oh, and Veld, that's what it is.
Okay.
The planet Veld. Right now, or as of yesterday, there was 400,000 players on that planet doing the objective. Like, the community is starting to understand, like, hey, if we do what the chain of command wants us to do, we actually advance. So 400,000 people are on that planet, and it's, you know, slowly being liberated. Here's the kicker. 400,000 people on just that planet, never mind all the other ones that they're on, right? Mm. That number is bigger than the entire Call of Duty community currently.
Holy shit.
So just on that planet. They did update their servers too to handle more than 700,000 players at once. So they're getting there. I mean, for a small gaming company though, they're getting there. What do you got?
Sorry. Helldivers 2 shit.
What?
No, this is going to be real gamer nerd of me. You got me checking out the user, the hours, stuff like that. So I realized I have like 5,000 PlayStation points. Buying games, download packs, all that stuff. You buy did you buy the Brawlhalla season pass yet?
I did.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy mine.
I just got it yesterday.
I'm gonna buy mine tonight. I had to wait till payday. But so I got like 5,000 points. I'm like, huh? Because you can use these points for the PlayStation Network, PlayStation Store.
I actually saw that you were, not to cut you off, but I saw that you doing that whole points thing, and you have to like sign up. I'm like, what the fuck is that? This is like a couple months ago, so I did it. So I'm like a level 2. It's got like 2,900 points.
Yeah,
and like it jacked up getting the Elden Ring thing, Helldivers, and then the Brawlhalla thing.
Yeah, you pre-order. Oh yeah, you pre-ordered the DLC. You said.
Yeah, and but I'm looking at it, and like a lot of the rewards, I'm like, shit. But you do get like the money, like those credits toward your account. So if you want to buy a game or something, like $5 or $20 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, like right there.
Like, well, that's
$5, $20, $5. I can buy $20 gift card.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's something. But everything else, I'm like, I don't even. Some of the games, like, I don't give a shit about.
I could buy icons or digital collectibles. Ooh.
But what the fuck are you gonna do with those? Like, look at your digital collectible. Like, just Google that shit, and it'll be no different than on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Can I really get this? Like, oh,
that's a blow up doll.
This is one of mine. Pocket Station. Remember that shit?
No.
So it was during like PlayStation.
I got the emulator. I don't need a Pocket Station.
Yeah, it was cool.
I suppose.
All right, I'm done. Done geeking. Sorry.
This isn't.
I wasn't being.
Yeah, but anyway, like freelancers and the non-metal loadout people. And,
fuck that.
But those are the people I think that are really stuck in the Call of Duty mindset, like the Call of Duty team deathmatch. Like,
oh yeah,
you guys like, dude, you.
I had one dude. Okay, it's funny that you bring that up now. I had one dude who legit. And the minute he asked, one other dude, so I forgot what their names were. We finished the mission. Of course, I don't know if you've noticed, I always seem to have a very high kill rate. Like, if we're doing a 4-player mission, 9 out of 10 of these missions, I have first place for most kills. But that's because of the Destiny in me. Destiny and Destiny 2, the way I played. The one dude... We did a mission, and this dude came in like legit. We were just running back to the extraction site. The dude drops in, kills a couple bugs. Dude calls in the extraction. Extraction lands 2 minutes later. Of course, we're setting up our stratagems, whatever you want to call them.
Stratagem, yeah.
We're setting them all up. We got this place surrounded. We got a good rotation going. Ain't nothing coming in. Ain't nobody even have to pull a trigger, right? Well, this kid's trying. He's running around collecting stuff. You know, so and so got a sample. Found an interesting place. Never died. Comes back. We all extract. We get back to the main ship. Guy goes. We're looking at the stats. He goes, "Yo, so and so. We'll call him player 4 because I would say I was player 1. These other guys were player 2, player 3, and this other dude was player 4. Hey, player 4 had like a 20-something% accuracy and only killed like 7 bugs. Yo, his stats aren't up there. Let's bump him. I ran to the fucking cryopod, returned to ship. Bye. Because this kid came in legit when we were finishing the mission, didn't have much of a chance, and then we're sitting there strategically keeping it so that we don't have to worry about shit. We're playing the strategy game. And this dude didn't have a chance to do anything. This dude, this other, and the one guy goes, yeah, no, too late. I'm out. I'm not going to play with that.
What? I'm just going to guesstimate that. Is this when you were bunkered down? Is that when you were waiting for the ship to come in?
Yeah.
All right, that's one thing. There's one thing I've realized playing this game. If you are dropping in and getting in a battle during your missions to do whatever, no. Like, that's not... Like, the game is designed to make you constantly move. Because, like, the bugs and the bots... are constantly calling in reinforcements, both of them. And if you're stuck there and you're getting in a battle with all of them, you're just going to be an infinite loop of just wasting all your ammo, all your stratagems, like all of it. Keep moving. That's the way the game's designed. Now, when you are bunkered down at the end, when you're waiting for a dropship, that's one thing. Here's something else I learned. You get no extra XP for the bugs you killed.
You don't get
so
shit.
You're just wasting time.
Yep.
So,
I thought you did.
So did
But
I.
learned the hard
And
way.
logically, as the gamer in you, would be like, yeah, the more kills you get, the more. But again, that's Call of Duty. That's all these other shooters. And this one, that's why I say, like, with freelancers and all this other shit, the game's not designed for you to, like, go out, I'm going to be like fucking Rambo, baby. It ain't designed like that. It's designed for all of you to work together, get the objective done, and get out. Like the fucking army. But that's what it's designed for. So like when you watch people drop in and there's like all my stratagems or machine guns and everything, it's like, why? You know? I was like, if you're going in there and it's like, I'm going to pull this shit down and be a distraction, awesome. Then that's great strategy. But I mean, if you're just dropping down and be like, what do you like? Why you just?
Well, that's why and unfortunately, you've seen it. I've talked about it in the past. I had to get out of that. It's got a good Destiny feel to me. And once I got in, I went right back to that old Destiny routine. Oh, I'm a good support player. Like, I will revive you. I will give you the ammo. I got you. And I mean, I told you about that one mission we did. Me and 3 other random people. Dude, it was fucking flawless. But I had to get out of it. And the only reason I was good at it was because of Destiny 1 and 2. I was the guy, like, when people were tacked down and you had to get to their spawn, their ghost, so you could respawn them, people were like, I can't get in there. I'm getting dropped. Not me. Not me. I got invited to some of the best freaking, what were they called at the time?
I don't know. I didn't play Destiny. You tried to get me to play it, but I was like, man. Because again, I was done with shooters. After Warhawk, I was like,
what was the group of people called?
Like the name specific?
Squad, no.
Clan, squad,
No.
group.
No. It's another word for a group. Hold on. Give me a second.
I don't know. But yeah,
Fire team.
Okay.
Fire team. It's a 6-man fire team. I was invited constantly to some of these fire teams. And one of them was a ranked... now, I couldn't do PvP. I sucked. So when the PvE came in, dude, the Crucible... Not the Crucible. The Drifter. The Drifter was the guy who ran it. One of my favorite characters.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Destiny players would know, but I sure as fuck don't.
Regardless. I was invited to, like, one of them I had found out, like, these guys competed. And it was like, damn. But nope, I didn't join them.
You know, so
I'm a lone wolf.
But again, yeah, so when we started playing, it was all like, man, if we all bunker down and don't get on the plane and just fucking battle bugs for the next 15 minutes. But then after a while, like, I don't really see, like, if we just go and get on the plane, I'm getting the same amount of experience points, only like 200 and some experience points. So it's like, what are we fucking
It's a
doing
crawl.
here?
I'll give you that. I guess that would be my only other beef. There should be some more experience points for
It's not a crawl if you do it correctly. That's what I'm like.
But even if you do it correctly,
if you jack up your difficulty level and, like I said, get in, do what you have to do, and get the extra stuff. Like especially when you play solo, get the things on the way. Don't go way out of your way and waste 40 minutes getting all the stuff, because then you're gonna get more experience points just getting in, do what you have to do, and get out. But if you do it that way, and then you have that extra time left over, which you get a bonus for, however much time you have left over, you'll get more that way.
Whatever percent it is,
yeah,
that's how many you get. So if you got like 87% of your time, you get 87 XP.
Yeah, but you'll get, like, that's where you're gonna get your XP from.
Yeah.
It's just doing it. But again, like you said, dropping in from the game from all the fucking decades of shooters you played before, it's like, oh, the more you kill, the more you get. It's like, no, not here.
That's the only... Well, what I would suggest is they've got that stats menu.
All right.
Who made Helldivers 2? I forgot.
Arrowhead, or I think it's Arrow or Arrowhead, something like that.
Whatever. If you guys are listening or watching, or somebody, please tweet this to them. After every like... if they want to, this is perfect. If they want to promote the community play, what you do is you drop when the menu's done, when the game is done, the match is done, whatever, you go back to the ship. You hit square. You can look at the stats.
Right.
For every yellow stat you have, you get 5 extra XP.
That would be something.
Hell yeah, it would. Then you'd have people like most stratagems used. 0 accidents. As long as you got a yellow, you got 5 XP. Because how many times have we gotten all yellows across the board, 0 accidents? Or 2 or 3 people tied for stratagems used.
Right.
Give them 5 extra XP for every yellow highlight you got.
You know the build I'm using, just like a side note, the build I'm using now, because now my build it's built for defense and like objective playing. So get in quick and get out with heavy defense. The mortar launcher is a godsend. I'll get literally I will get 200 plus kills with like 800 shots. Because I'll throw that down with an orbital strike and a grenade launcher, which is awesome. And the breaker shotgun. I don't use the fucking assault rifle anymore. That thing's garbage. It's good, but
I haven't used the breaker.
The breaker, I'm telling you, dude, right now, switch. You will not go back. It will melt like lower to medium enemies in like 2 shots.
Jesus.
But yeah, those like armored bugs, like just shoot low at their belly, and because of the shotgun, it'll spread. You'll knock it down in like four shells. Right, and I got the pack that whatever the whatever it's called, pack? The guard dog or the bulldog, whatever.
Oh, the guard dog,
the one with the laser.
Oh, guard dog roamer.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Rover. Yeah, no, roamer.
No, rover.
Guard dog rover. There's the guard dog, which is the assault rifle one.
Yep.
And there's the guard dog rover, which has the laser cannon.
That one I got. That thing's awesome too. Yeah. And one thing I did, which is kind of cool, if you die and drop that, teammate can come and pick it up.
Yep.
You spawn back in after your cooldown, throw it. Now you have 2 people with those, which can be bad too. Because I've been in situations. Yeah, I'm like,
don't cross the streams, right?
The reason why I got it is because with the other one, if it's firing and you're in the heat of the battle, you don't see where the bullets are, so you could run in the middle of it and get hurt. With the laser one, you see where it is, so you're more apt to be like, all right, well, I'll go around. It's the whole reason I got it. Just for that reason, because I don't know how many times you like in the heat of battle and you just run in front of somebody else's shit, either them or their turret or something, you end up dying.
Yep. But
you laugh with the mortar thing. How many times I've like set that off and then I'll be running away from something like bots or bugs or something, and all of a sudden a mortar's launched and I turn around, there's a group in front of me, it lands, and I go, ah! I get thrown back.
Well, the reason I laughed is because today I saw mortar outtakes. It was a TikTok. Somebody must have got game footage from like 30 or 40 different players. And the last one is the worst place to ever drop a mortar. Extraction plane landing in 10 seconds. Dude throws it on the ground. Right where the extraction plane's landing. They're trying to run into it. Ah, dead.
Like when I get to the extraction, like as I'm running to it to activate it, I chuck one where I'm gonna be, like somewhere on that platform.
Yeah.
But that's before the bugs are coming. So by the time they spawn, that's when it starts shooting, and it's landing way over there. That's where all those kills rack up, because all of a sudden it'll say like 3, 7, 6. It just fucking racks up. But it keeps them far away. So one thing about this game like growing as fast as it is and as big as it is, here's the thing that kind of like I didn't think about till days after I bought it and started playing it. You know that other gaming companies, the AAA gaming companies, are watching. The same way when PUBG popped off.
Yeah, then Fortnite.
And then all of a sudden Battle Royale games are everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, Fortnite and Apex and all these other ones came out. So Call of Duty and all those are watching this. It's like, oh man, there's obviously there's something here. I thought, just being partial to it, Star Wars in this like setting.
Oh yeah.
I was like, fuck man, that would be awesome. Again, I was just partial to Star Wars, but I was like, that would be fucking awesome. Or whatever faction you wanted to be in. I was like, there was something there too.
No, you'd have to be Resistance.
I'm not being anything Disney. That game go fuck itself, but that's what it did. It's like, we'll make Star Wars, but it's only going to be the sequel trilogy. It's like, well, you're only going to have like fucking 2 people playing.
Whatever. Just the Sith and the Empire, no matter what saga you're talking about, those would be the bad guys, where you're fighting nothing but the stormtroopers.
Right.
Or like the droids, the droid army. You're fighting those. So you got stormtroopers, droids, terminids, automatons. You could decorate your character all you want. Mm-hmm. You know, and the story missions could be like getting planet to planet, meeting up with Leia, meeting up with Solo, meeting up with Skywalker.
No, I would actually prefer it if it was like the very first Battlefront.
Oh God!
And you had nothing, like you had nothing to do really with any of the heroes. Like in the first Battlefront, it was, as you progressed in each battle, you could get, I don't know if it was like point system or something, but you could unlock a hero that would drop in as a support. Like no one could play
them. No one could play them, yeah.
They would just go around and help.
Now you can actually be the hero.
Yeah, and then Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, then you could play as the hero, and then, you know, it became what it was.
Yeah.
So if it was something like that, that would be kind of cool. But
I'm down with that.
Anyway, you know that.
And those would be your stratagems.
Yeah, there you go.
Throw in the stratagem, drown drops Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And these people, like the stormtroopers, whatever empire you're fighting, they could bring in Vader, Sidious,
maybe
Plagueis, Snoke.
Snoke, he drops in and automatically dies, cuts in half. It's like, what the fuck? How'd you die? Why'd you die? Where did that even come? Everyone have the same question they did when they watched the movie. Like, wait, what?
He drops down, your guard dog over, cuts him in half.
Play, I'm honestly not surprised.
Who saw this one coming? Disney. Have you seen? Speaking of coming in Disney, have you seen the Deadpool 3 trailer?
I saw the teaser trailer. I haven't seen anything after that.
Oh my God.
The one where at the end of the trailer, I think he's like on the ground. You see Wolverine's shadow or something. That was the teaser I watched.
No, the one I watched. There's so Wade Wilson, Deadpool, he gets pulled out of his apartment by like this secret agency group of guys. Mm-hmm. And when they're in the hall...
Oh, that was what the hell is it called? The
T-Force or something like that?
No.
Time Guys?
Yeah, it's the...
Hold on. I got this.
They were in Loki. It was the... I can't... It starts with a T.
I'll show you the... Hold on. You gotta watch this.
Isn't he wearing that goofy ass wig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckiest man alive. Make a wish, buddy.
This is the scene.
Wade Wilson?
Yeah.
Who's asking? Whoa.
Right here.
Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Begging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Pagan isn't isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney. I fucking love Ryan Reynolds. And
Bob Iger is like, what the fuck?
Whoa. Pagan isn't something new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney. And then he looks at the camera.
There's been quite the fucking battle behind the scenes for that movie between Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and Disney.
Well, no, Hugh and Jackman are Hugh
and his last name.
Hugh and Ryan are on the same page.
I know they are between them and Disney. Back and forth, which makes me. I'm happy that it seems like anyway that they're winning out.
Yeah,
but also the amount of fucking stress that they're being put through. I wonder if this will be the last like Deadpool.
Yeah,
which. Thank you, Disney, for fucking everything up.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. The only thing I can say to that is when Marvel first started popping with with the movies, the comic, the
With the good ones, you were right.
the superhero movies,
Right.
Any of them, because a lot of them were good. We got oversaturated. There was too many,
Well, there's a multitude.
and
of
there was a
things.
few bad eggs, but still, for the most part, if you remember, all of them started out with a trilogy movie, trilogy setup. Iron Man 1, 2, 3. There hasn't been another Iron Man. Captain America 1, 2, 3. Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 with Tobey Maguire. What else?
That was before everything.
But still, 3.
I mean, yeah, there was
it.
3. Well, the only one that wasn't was Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
But I guess there is a third one coming out. So there you go. And there was supposed to be a 4th Andrew Garfield or a Tobey Maguire one.
Across you, what was it? New Way Home or something like that?
No, that is
Where the universes
Tom,
combined.
That's Tom. What's his face?
Tom
there?
Holland.
Yeah, that's Tom Holland.
There's one though. I guess they're calling it. It might be like they're considering it the 4th Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, where the 3 Spider-Mans come together.
No, there was supposed to, this is before the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Or like maybe about the same time as it started. There was supposed to be a 4th Spider-Man, and it just never happened. But there's rumor that it might happen still. So who knows?
With Tobey,
Yeah,
that'd be interesting to see
it would be something.
because he was a good Spider-Man.
He was a good
The
Spider-Man.
only flaw with that movie series,
Was the third one
no,
the emo Spider-Man
that was actually
funny?
funny.
It was after the fact. The memes that came out of it.
Oh God. The only issue I could genuinely say I had with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, the web slinging.
What, that came out of his wrist.
Yeah, because they actually make a joke about
Yeah,
it.
they're like,
Like,
how do you do it? Is it you make
co-
it? Does it come out? It's like, how do you do it? I don't know. Just like, I don't.
Wow, that must be cool. I got these little things I got to refill. Yeah, so do I. Like, if they run out, I'm screwed. He's like, I don't know. It just comes out of me.
It's,
Tobey Maguire, because you could tell, even for that movie, he's like,
this is awkward.
this is.
It's like everyone's standing around you at the urinal. It's like, what do you mean you piss out the side of your dick? And everyone's just looking like. It's like, well, can you guys go away while I
Isn't
do
that
this?
normal? No.
Yeah.
For you, maybe it's not. Fucking Judgy McJudge
Yeah, but that would be cool if there was England. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know if Ryan Reynolds, after all this, would.
Yeah,
go back
but
to-
well, that's what I was gonna say before I forget. The only thing I could genuinely say is if Hugh and Ryan knock it out the park, they got it the way they wanted, and the movie makes bank. And because of the stress of it all, they're like, "Yo, we're done." That would be, I think, a good way. Let them go. Let them do their thing. They made you fucking tons of money off of 3 great fucking movies. Don't try to milk it for a 4th. Like, there's another Thor coming out. You know that, right? Hercules.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
A 4th, yeah, a 4th Thor.
The third one, fucking.
Oh, Thor:
Actually,
Love and Thunder.
There's already 4 Thor movies. That was the 4th one.
No.
There was Thor. There was the Dark World, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
there was
that's-
Ragnarok, and then 4 Love and Thunder. There's already 4. And the 4th one was fucking dog shit.
Well, Christian Bale played a good God Butcher. I thought that character was pretty good.
The character could have been good, but they just wasted him. Like he was kind of, he didn't do much.
No, not what
Like
he did in the
he
saga.
could have been.
In the comics.
He could have been like this, and they had Christian Bale, a fantastic actor, to play him, and he just didn't do much.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing is just kind of. It's about what I felt. I watched it, and I'm like, I had such high hopes. It was like Ragnarok, like that was so good, and I had such high hopes for this.
Right.
Same thing that happened with Doctor Strange, and Multiverse of Madness. I think my expectations were so fucking high, and I watched it, and I was just let down.
Oh, I didn't have high expectations for it because
I
at that point they were starting to, people were getting like, all right, Marvel, knock it off.
Well, yeah,
They were just starting to get to that point, so I walked into that movie with, we'll see. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, oh well. At least I got to say I saw the sequel. But the best scene of that whole movie is Zombie Strange.
Yeah. I think it's, again, like I was telling Rich when he was here, I think it's because what I thought I wanted with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, multiple universes, like the multiverse, like this is gonna be fucking awesome. Then we get it, and we're like, nope, this is not what I thought I wanted, because now it just fucking bastardizes the entire 22 movie arc before that. It was like, well, now everyone's death that happened in those movies means absolutely fucking nothing, because now they can come back. Because it's different. Oh, it's Iron Man from a different universe. It's like, so his death in Endgame is completely negated. Doesn't matter.
I guess that's what they're going to do for the Secret Wars.
Yeah, bullshit then. Like, if Tony Stark Iron Man comes back, Endgame is fucking just... Endgame Iron Man is ruined. Because his death was so impactful because of the entire story arc before that and what Iron Man was to that team. When he died, everybody fucking bawled. Everybody. If they bring everybody to... Who the
out
fuck
of my
didn't?
penis.
2 or 3 times. My hands are red.
In like 5 minutes.
But everybody fucking bawled. If they bring him back, his death means nothing.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely nothing. So that's what I mean. Like, the idea of the multiverse, I'm like, fuck, there's so many, like, different characters from different universes. Because I think everyone was thinking, like, man, we could get the X-Men from Fox's X-Men in the early 2000s. We could get all these characters. It'd be fucking awesome. But without thinking about, and they can also bring back all these dead characters. Fuck, that sucks. And then, like, what they were doing, like, how they were doing it, too. I'm like, this doesn't feel like the heavy story as the Infinity Saga felt. Like, it didn't feel quite... Like, that was a ship that was sailing, like, specifically in a direction. And then after that, it just felt like, it's like, well, we'll figure it out as we go.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. And
You're like, about 4,000 miles off course. Well, better go around again.
Well, fuck. I was like, all right, we're 2 years in and 6 movies and 58 fucking TV shows. Where the fuck are we going? Like, what are we doing here? I was like, oh, no, we got to go this way. Oh, no, trust me, I know what I'm doing. We're going this way. And then you go into the captain's quarters and he's just doing this with the wheel. Like, where are we going to end up? Yeah.
Got it. We'll go that way.
Meanwhile, the ship is just fucking doing this in the middle of a hurricane. They're like, I fucking know.
But
that's what it feels like.
Yeah. No, but like I was saying, that was the best part, though. Zombie Strange. I loved it.
And then Wanda, too. Like,
WandaVision or
the character.
Oh, from the
movie.
like
becoming Scarlet, the true Scarlet Witch. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be fucking. She could be the next bad. Like the level of power she has in the comics, like that's like Phoenix level power. Like she could be the next big bad. But I don't know what I don't even know what they're doing with her. Like what the fuck? Like nobody fucking has. Nobody has a clue.
Yeah.
There's so much bullshit and drama with the cultural and social war and everything. Disney, I don't know what the fuck Disney has anything to do with cultural anything. Like, this is what drives me nuts about movies. And I could rant fucking over and over about this, and I do. Keep the culture war, out of fucking movies.
Tell the story. Name out your fucking mouth.
Bam! Just tell the story. Don't shoehorn shit in there. I don't fucking care. I pay attention to this shit enough here on this show. I don't need to get away from reality, watch a movie, and then be sucked right back into it there. That's my escapism. Just like video games, Helldivers, and Elden Ring, and all that other shit.
Speaking
I don't want to be stuck in the fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe talking about Biden or Trump.
Oh, God, I know. I got to get my pre-order. I got to do that.
Yes.
Because you get shit, don't you? Pre-order?
Yeah, you get a jester. Remember we talked about it last week. Yeah. Dances around shit and fucks with bosses. Gets them to do the Elden Ring sigh so you can just walk right up to them right in their face. Fuck you. Fuck you, Radagon. With your stupid fucking hammer.
Yeah.
That thing's awesome though when you get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trump. Like I was saying. Trump derangement syndrome. You ever hear of it? Heard of it? Heard of it? Hear of it?
I think you're suffering it.
I might be. No, but that's Trump derangement syndrome. This is more specifically for the left, because that's what they suffer from. Anytime you say Trump, like fucking...
I've got the most awkward boner.
No, like Rachel Maddow. She's one that has severe Trump derangement syndrome. So, I don't know if you heard about paid money, like with Helldivers coming out. Like, I've been wrapped up in that. And my algorithm now since has just been, I've had to pick through it to get to like normal news and shit like that that's going on, which is cool, but at the same time, it's kind of frustrating. It's like, fuck, man, I don't, like, now that I'm invested in the game, I don't want everyone's like content.
Yeah.
I just, every now and again it's fine, but like now it's like, let me get back to what I'm doing here. But the January 6th case, Trump's legal team argued when he was in office, he had the ability to call an assassination on someone, and I'm just super paraphrasing, but assassinate somebody and not be impeached without, or not face criminal charges without being impeached first and going through the whole thing. So because he could do that, the way they're dealing with him in January 6th is not going through that whole process. So they're saying you can't do that because he still has the ability to be immune, we'll say. So because they didn't look at that, now the Supreme Court is saying, okay, he has a point, so we're going to hear his defense, basically. That's what it boils down to. We're going to listen to his defense. Well, now they pushed that off to April 22nd. It's like 7 weeks from now. So because they did that, the left-wing media is just going fucking apeshit over it. They're like, well, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean we're going to listen to his defense? Because that constantly pushes off the actual trial now. So Rachel Maddow, who, that's the one, and I'm always going to cite this because I can still fucking see the video during the COVID pandemic, is the one that would said, if you get the vaccine, the virus stops at you and can't go to anybody else. And I'm like, this is crazy ass shit, but here we go. So, Rachel Maddow fries SCOTUS for Trump immunity hearing date. Quote, it's BS and they don't care that we know it. So Rachel Maddow had strong feelings about the news Wednesday that the Supreme Court will take up Donald Trump's presidency immunity claims, but won't hear the case until late April. Maddow appeared alongside fellow MSN host Lawrence O'Donnell as a guest on Wednesday's All In with Chris Hayes, where during their discussion she explained why the decision to even hear the case at all makes no sense and called the nearly 2-month delay BS. Oh my God, there's so many ads. There's a video here. All right, quote, they know it and they don't care that we know. You can watch the clip now at the top, blah, blah, for background. At issue is the unconstitutional argument Trump introduced last fall in the criminal trial over his efforts to overthrow the government after the 2020 election. That U.S. presidents have total legal immunity from all crimes, all criminal acts. In case you forgot, yes, his lawyers say this even applies if a president literally murdered political opponents. After the trial was delayed, special counsel Jack Smith attempted to fast-track this question to SCOTUS, but in December, the court denied the request without explaining why. Then on February 6th, a federal appeals court firmly rejected it, after which Trump's lawyers appealed to SCOTUS. So, it is that on Wednesday, after taking nearly all month to say anything, SCOTUS announced it will hear arguments on April 22nd. Legal experts and critics of the court's right-wing majority say this is nothing more than an effort to help delay Trump's criminal trials after the 2024 election, blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I can breathe.
Ay.
All right, here we go.
Lawrence O'Donnell, host of the Rachel Maddow Show and The Last Word right here on MSNBC. Rachel, I will say something. I am mad at myself for how surprised I was. I was mad at myself as the time went by, the 2.5 weeks. I think a lot of people thought, and this was with informed speculation by people I respect, people who've clerked on the court, people who've been around the court, studied the court, know the court, there is no way they could take 2.5 weeks only then to say we're taking the case 7 weeks from now. What was your reaction to the order today?
I mean, I don't think you should be mad at yourself. I don't think you should be embarrassed. I think everybody sort of thought that was the only kind of decent explanation for how long they were taking, that they were going to not take up the case, that maybe Samuel Alito or one of the other real MAGA judges was going to be really mad about it, was going to write an angry dissent, was biding for as much time as he could because this was his last chance to insert delay, which of course is what Trump wants. I think that was, you know, if you think about the court as the Supreme Court of the United States and a rational actor and a decent one, that was a reasonable supposition, and it just turns out they're not that. And Chris, I feel you in terms of the emotion that you're bringing to this right now, and the sort of sense of urgency with which you're underscoring what this means. It's true. There just isn't any way around it. And I feel like for people who haven't been following this, if you want to know why there's a hair on fire reaction to this, if you haven't been following every interstitial, incremental bit of progress here, the important question here is not whether the Supreme Court is going to decide that Donald Trump and all presidents are immune from prosecution for crimes they committed while they were president. I mean, it would be fully insane for them to actually side with Trump here, right? Remember, this is the case where Trump's lawyer was asked by Judge Florence Pan in the appeals court, are you telling me that this guy that a president could order the assassination of his political rivals and there could be no prosecution for that? That would be okay? We'd have to let that go? Not only for the duration of his presidency, but for the duration of his life? That would be okay? And Trump's lawyers are basically like, yeah. So the idea that they're going to side with him on immunity is unthinkable and also beside the point.
See, but what she's leaving out is that in the whole the process of steps you have to take, you have to impeach him, then you try him.
Yeah.
He was never impeached. Actually, he was impeached twice, and both times the impeachment never went through.
Yeah.
Like both times, it's like, no, there's just nothing.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Because I still can't seem to figure it out. Why is he being charged for the insurrection of January 6th?
Because they're... All right. What answer do you want?
I want to know what they think he did wrong. Because there is...
I will give you the answer that I firmly 100% in my heart believe.
Well, hold on. Because they will sit there and say he incited the violence.
Right.
He told people to do this stuff. He organized it. He had in some way, shape, or form, he was the direct cause or gave the direct order for things to happen the way they did. But there is nothing at all except the opposite to prove what happened.
Right.
That I know of. If I'm wrong, I'd love to be educated.
And you're like regular Joe Schmo, that's what you are seeing. And that's what most of the people are seeing. I think the answer to your question is the left-wing media and really the progressive left, Democratic Party. What they're doing right now is specifically trying to keep Trump out of the race to get back in office. They know that there's nothing here. Like, for any regular Joe Schmo that's watching this, it isn't involved in the right or left wing cult where they're just automatically going to side. Like, it doesn't matter what's said. This is the flag I fly.
Yeah.
If you just look at what's going on and look legality, just look at what's presented in front of you, there's nothing here. There was already 2 impeachments. Nothing happened because there was nothing there. When you say, well, he incited violence, I was like, okay, well, if he incited violence, then, what was it, May 27th or May 29th? There was an insurrection before that, and it was all left-wing. It was all progressive lefts that were firebombing the church and the White House and everything, and Trump was forced into a bunker. That wasn't an insurrection. I don't know what happened there.
The Summer of Love.
We forgot about all that. But
where there is Democratic freaking people. go out and punch somebody in the face, attack them in the streets.
Yeah, what, punch a Nazi in the face? And then there was sometimes revolutions hurt or whatever the fuck, like whatever the hell was said. It's like, oh, that's okay. Oh, that's fine. But this here is bad. Even though when everything was happening, Trump was still speaking. He verbatim, as he was speaking, would say peacefully. And again, not a Trumper, just what happened. Like, objectively looking at what happened. This is what happened. But the thing is, like I say, this is what I believe. This is what I believed beforehand. But even so, Chris Hayes, the show they were on when Rachel Maddow was speaking, he said himself that the Supreme Court hearing, the defense, here's Trump's defense. They're pushing the court date back, making it likely that Trump won't face trial time until after his political possible election back into office. And he's a front runner. So basically what he said there was the quiet part out loud. Like, they are trying to make it so he can't run for office. So they keep pushing this and pushing this and pushing this. And it's like, well, Trump is this insurrectionist and MAGA, they're all evil and everything. I mean, what? They tried, case in point. What's that one college student that got murdered by the criminal alien there? You know, the one I'm talking about, the nursing student or whatever it was?
Lindsay or Laney Kelly or something like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Was it the mayor of the city came out and blatantly, his first thing was to blame MAGA. Like, how in the holy fuck? You're blaming somebody who isn't in office.
Yeah, I read something. No. I read the way he spun it. I read something about the way he spun it. He basically said, this is paraphrasing, summarizing, Cliff Notes, take your pick, whatever you want to call it. Basically, he was trying to say, well, if the MAGA Republicans weren't trying to fight us, we would have had the open borders. They would have came over. We would have given them their assistance. They wouldn't have been mad at America, and this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Straight up.
But that's it. Like, and what happened is all the people from the city, as soon as he started saying bullshit like that, they were all just like yelling at him. It was like, bullshit. Like, this is complete bullshit what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can't pin blame on an opposing party just because you and your constituents are fucking up royally. And you're like, no, this is good. Like, clearly it's fucking not. Yeah. But tell me again why it is. Again, there you go. Trump derangement syndrome. They're like, Trump, he's bad. And everyone who fucking votes for him is evil. But yeah, that was Chris Hayes. Like I said, he's saying the quiet part out loud. It's like, well, you know, if they push this back, now his trial's not going to be till after the election. And then he can just pardon himself. We don't want him in office. That means he can run. And that's what they don't want. They just had another fucking primary. What was it? New Hampshire or whatever the fuck. And Biden lost 140,000 votes again to fucking nobody.
It's amazing how nobody's beating everybody.
I know. Vacant is fucking running away with every title.
Oh, God.
But, so there's Chris Hayes, there's Rachel Maddow, and it wouldn't be complete
without The View. Without
fucking Whoopi Goldberg. See, he knows. Everybody knows at this point. Whoopi Goldberg. Because The View is just, I love that show. We need a show that's like The View. But instead of like cackling crows that are just fucking retarded, let's just be straight, we need like some conservative, intelligent mothers.
No.
Oh, you know what'd be fucking hilarious? And that's just nothing to do with like, the opposite of The View or whatever you want to call it. If one day, like, let's say Trump gets in office and The View is doing The View things, having its episode. What if one day just Trump just decides, you know what? I'm going to fucking drop in. And just goes to The View. It's like, no, I'm coming in. Well, they're not going to stop him. So he goes and just sits down right in the middle of everyone.
Right between Joy.
Let's talk.
Right between Joy Behar.
Yeah.
And you know what the
fucking
perfect...
Karen Johnson.
You know what the perfect The View panel would be?
What?
Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Tucker Carlson, and Tim Pool. I think that would be an iconic
That would just be a good episode for a podcast.
I
I think if Joe Rogan had he's had Tim Pool. He's had pretty much all of them on before at one point or another. But I'd see like a mega panel podcast of like Joe Rogan. This is all just people I like to listen to. Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, who we just said earlier.
Tim Pool.
Tim Pool. Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Alex Jones. Steven Crowder.
Every time, I'm sorry, I can't get around that. Every time you say Alex Jones, they're turning the freaking frogs gay.
I mean, we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Technically, maybe not.
It's just no. It's not the. It's not.
No, it's his character. But that's what he
I
is.
still play. I see the video in my head.
Yeah.
Like he's like, holy shit.
Do you understand that? He's over the top, but boy, he's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
So, The View's Whoopi Goldberg suggests Biden could throw every Republican in jail if Trump wins SCOTUS immunity case. And that's something. But I'm not even going to read this. I'll just play this. This hen.
Hi, I'm Gray Bailey.
No, a hen serves a purpose. A hen can still lay eggs, and a hen can give you meat if need be. That bitch is just a useless fucking battery dead dildo. Yeah.
Not even front fart, because at least that's useful in Brawlhalla. That's my favorite sig. It's such a good setup. Like they don't see it coming.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody sees that coming from the front. What was that?
Oh, it's in my mouth. Oh, here we go.
Now, let's look at a scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything.
No.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Start of a bullshit.
He could throw every Republican in jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
he
one
could.
person claps.
No. This is not a good
if they
thing.
had total
Because
immunity,
he could go. What this means is he could do anything.
Yeah.
He could dismiss everybody's debt.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of great stuff that could happen, but let's really look at what this means.
Yeah. So they're basically kicking the can down the road, though. They're not taking up this case immediately.
Right.
So what's their motivation then? If we all know that they can't do what you just said because of the extreme power that a president would have, what is their motivation for not doing it right away?
Well, unfortunately, some people are saying the motivation is that there are certain conservative justices that have been appointed by Trump that want to help him. And because we know the end result is if this case is not resolved by the time of the election, and he, God forbid, becomes the president of the United States, the Justice Department policy is that you cannot
Fucking Hunger
indict
Games.
nor put on trial
What'd she do?
a sitting president,
Poo-poo.
right? And so
Pew pew.
his get out of jail.
In jail.
But it's his get out of jail free card.
No, I'm saying Biden could throw.
Yeah,
See,
Biden
this
could
is
do
a
that.
slippery
It does,
slope
but-
because if they give him this immunity,
What's good for the
What I
goose is
also
good
will
for the
say
gander.
is they're listening to these arguments in April. The end of their term is in June, right? They return again, I believe, in October. The Bush v. Gore case happened real quick. Do you remember
They know
that?
how to
The
do-
Supreme
they know how to
Court
do
knows
this.
how to work real fast.
That was the day democracy died.
No, the day democracy died was when you opened your mouth and your legs closed.
Ugh. That's not very democratic. I don't think anybody would. Well, I guess maybe everyone would vote no, but
Everybody would get a vote, though.
that's true. There would be that one guy, the one that was clapping out in the audience. That would be the one. All right, buddy, for democracy. But yeah, so Trump derangement syndrome. As all this is going on elsewhere, like this is ramped up a lot. But I think it's because something else came out.
Come in out.
Yeah, Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden, in his testimony, admitted Joe Biden is, in fact, the big guy. Remember we were talking about the Hunter Biden laptop?
Yeah.
10% for the big guy? I was like, And then he's like, well, my dad had nothing to do with my business deals in China and Burisma. But now he said it under oath. Joe Biden is the big guy. But he had nothing to do with the $5 million payout. Of course not. Of course he didn't. And, you know, someone put a graph together of when Joe Biden had like higher positions in government and his net worth somehow goes right along when he has positions in government. I'm sure that's just fucking completely coincidental. Completely.
It's like a
There's
Sly Alice.
no way.
It's working. Oh, it's not. It's working. Oh, no, it's not. It's working. Hey, bitch, get over here. But I'm only 12. I just want to nibble on your ears.
Hairy legs.
I'm a boy.
Acorn.
Wait, what?
God.
Epstein on, motherfucker.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
But
we're going to have to do a part 2. Because I know we had a lot of topic to talk. But we just rocked the intro tonight.
the intro is like a fucking hour long. Actually, no, that wasn't really that was like Helldivers. I had a lot on Helldivers,
Yeah,
and I really, really wanted to hammer that home and really hit the Trump thing.
I just wanted to nail the piss out of Helldivers.
I might jump on for a couple more. You look like you're half dead. I should be half dead. But
you know what's sad?
I'm fucking still going, and I'm like, I don't know where this is. Like the last two mornings, I had to get up extra early for work. But I'm like, I must be in shock or something. I feel pretty good.
Must be all that heroin.
Well, no, I mean, or whatever. It's because I have a stim in me.
Sorry,
Charlie stimmed me.
Got it. It's out. I wanted to jump on tonight, but I don't even think I'm gonna go home and buy.
I really think I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, I think I'm fall asleep on the couch.
Vietnam.
I don't even think I have the energy to. I honestly, I'm probably just gonna lay down. Because I wanted to buy the Brawlhalla. I wanted to order the Elden Ring.
Which one are you gonna get?
What?
The Brawlhalla pass.
Oh, it's got the regular pass.
Not me. I got the other one.
25 limited.
I don't have fucking time to play them all. Like I looked at it and I'm like, it's $10 for the regular, 25 for the other one.
Yeah, but you only get 25 levels. You can knock that out in a week.
Yeah, but I'm probably not going to play it for the next 2 months. So I'll probably use the last month to actually play it. And by then, every match I play, I'll just...
Like we normally do.
And I'll have a 25 level... It gives you everything right off the bat. So I was like, I'm already at level 25. That's how it works. So
yeah, I know.
When you order... Well, I was figuring...
Up
it's
to 25 or it gives you everything?
Everything... up to 25.
Okay, that's... Okay, the way you said it, I was like... What?
Yeah, so
I'm
I
also
was under
very
the impression...
tired, so I probably misunderstood you.
Yeah, I was under the impression that when you got it, it gave you like a bank to pull from. It's like, oh, I'm going to skip this one.
Yeah.
And then you play... No, it starts you at level 25. So, all right, whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, so I got that. And I figure it's like, I'm going to be invested in Helldivers for the next at least 6 weeks, we'll say. Like, heavily.
Yeah.
And then I'll play Brawlhalla, get some of those levels. And then by then, Elden Ring will come out in June.
Oh, yeah, June.
I'll map my time out here.
Yeah.
But for democracy. Putin, whatever. Jesus Christ. Bye.